Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little bit different, a little more mindful. Instead of just analyzing a text, we're actually going to physically experience it together. We're looking at this beautifully simple ASMR-inspired arm warm-up script. So sit up straight, right now, take a deep breath, and let's dive into the mechanics of movement and mindfulness. It's going to be great.
The script kicks off with this really direct, activating question. Ready to wake up those arms? And honestly, I'm asking you that exact same thing right now. Whether you've been, slumped over a keyboard all morning, or you're just feeling that inevitable midday slump, this is meant to be a real-time, interactive reset. We're literally going to use this routine to cure that physical stagnation.
Okay, let's dive into this. The routine uses a really smart countdown to shift us from rest to readiness. It starts with 5. So when you hear 5, begin shifting your posture. Go ahead and plant your feet flat on the floor. Straighten up that spine. It's not a rush movement at all. It's just a mindful preparation to bring your focus entirely into your physical space.
4, 3, 2, 1. Now, notice the space here. The text intentionally builds this pregnant pause right before the action begins. It kind of forces you to clear your mind, right? You're completely present, holding your breath just a bit, totally anticipating that very first physical cue.
Let's go. It's not an aggressive shout, it's delivered with this gentle, inviting enthusiasm. This is the signal. It marks a definitive shift in our physical state. We're officially crossing the threshold from just resting and prepping right into active physical engagement.
And boom, here's our first directive, forward circles. So go ahead, extend your arms out and start making small, deliberate circles forward. The script immediately follows up with keep moving. I love this because it anticipates human hesitation. It's basically giving you permission to just keep the momentum flowing, focusing entirely on the fluidity of the rotation instead of stressing out over having perfect form.
As you keep doing those forward circles, we get this beautiful, softer cue, nice and easy. This is a classic ASMR technique baked right into the warm-up. It acts like a speed governor. It reminds you to maintain a calm, totally unhurried pace. Because remember, we aren't trying to break a sweat here. We're just generating blood flow. It's this incredibly clever way to keep your nervous system relaxed while your muscles are actively working.
Then, the phase closes out with another calming countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. These descending numbers act as these really grounding auditory anchors. They repeatedly provide a rhythmic, predictable structure. You know exactly how long you need to sustain the effort, which, ironically, allows your brain to relax even more deeply into the movement.
Let's see how this builds with a sharp contrast. Reverse. That's it. This dictates an immediate directional change, backed up by instant positive reinforcement. So actively shift your movement right now. Push those circles backward. This simple inversion completely switches up the muscle groups we're targeting in the shoulders and back. It creates this beautifully balanced physical awakening without making the instructions overly complicated. While you're reversing those circles, the script isolates a highly specific physiological cue. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Why throw that in right there? Well, because when we rotate our arms backward, our natural instinct is to scrunch our shoulders right up to our ears. The routine anticipates that exact tension and explicitly tells you to drop them, actively fighting your body's subconscious stress response. And once again, we taper off. 4, 3, 2, 1. We hit the bottom of the countdown and the reverse circles are officially complete. Let your arms drop for just a split second. That 1 works perfectly as a sort of physical palate cleanser, prepping us to transition out of the rotational phase and into the next distinct sequence. Next up, the routine breaks the third movement phase into 3 distinct physical steps. Step 1, reach up high. Step 2, stretch. Step 3, hold. Let's do this together. Reach up. So the crucial point is how this seamlessly shifts us from continuous action right into static tension. It's not about moving anymore, it's all about elongating those muscles and finding stillness inside that extension. While you're literally reaching for the ceiling, a shorter countdown is introduced for this static hold. 3, 2, 1. Keep maintaining that upward stretch right now as we count it down. Really feel that elongation all the way through your ribs. This shorter duration is brilliant because it prevents muscle fatigue, but still maximizes the benefit of the stretch. Now we hit a dynamic structural shift. Arms out to the sides, tiny pulses. The direction here is to lower your arms until they're perfectly parallel with the floor.
We're trading that static hold for a very specific action verb, pulsing. It's a completely different flavor of muscle engagement, focusing heavily on endurance and rapid micro-movements.
This is visualized with repetitive commands. Pulse, pulse, pulse. These visual cues perfectly mirror the repetition in our physical space. As I say the word, match that rhythm with your arms. Just tiny, 1-inch movements up and down. Oh yeah, you can definitely start to feel the heat building in your deltoids right about now, can't you?
And right as that burn really starts to set in, we get this perfectly timed motivational cue. Keep going. It acknowledges the effort. It helps you push through that mild physical tension you're building with those tiny pulses. It's just a gentle nudge of encouragement that acts like a psychological bridge to get you through the rest of the set.
To cap off this pulsing phase, we encounter the longest countdown of the entire active routine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with it. Hold your attention and your arms up through this sustained period of effort. This countdown stretches out deliberately, basically asking your body for just a little bit more endurance before the final reward.
And there is the reward. Shake it out. Drop your arms and literally shake the tension right out of your hands, your wrists, and shoulders. And this brilliantly illustrates the physiological release that's mapped so perfectly into the script. After the sustained isometric hold of those pulses, your muscles get explicit permission to reset and just flood with fresh oxygenated blood.
We're near the end now, moving into the final active phase. One last move, big arm swings. This is designed to be sweeping, completely loose. We're setting up a wide, dynamic stretch to really capitalize on all the warmth we've just built up in those joints. Get ready to move dynamically.
A back-and-forth swinging action is introduced, contrasting two super simple words. Swing your arms across your chest, then fling them wide open. Across, open, across, open. The pacing of the words matches the exact pendular rhythm of your arms. It's expansive, it completely opens up your chest cavity, and honestly, it just feels incredibly freeing. We counted down one last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We really emphasize that final 1 because it marks the definitive, structural end of the physical exertion phase of this explainer. The active work is officially over.
And done. We're given this totally conclusive, highly satisfying release. You can finally drop your arms completely, let them hang heavy right by your sides, and just rest. Do you feel that slight tingling sensation? That is the literal physical manifestation of the routine we've just analyzed together.
Now, what's really interesting is how this final promise is outlined. It explicitly lists the physical state you should be in right at this moment. Your arms are warm, your shoulders are loose, and you're ready to go. By verbally confirming this physical transformation, the script essentially validates the entire exercise we just completed.
We wrap up with two simple, powerful words of positive reinforcement. Great job, and I'm delivering that to you exactly as written. You followed the structure, you really engaged with the mindful movements, and you crushed this guided ASMR-inspired analysis. Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder. We've seen exactly how effectively just a few simple, well-structured cues can totally reset your physical state. So when are you going to use this simple routine to wake up your arms next? Whether it's between demanding meetings or literally first thing in the morning, keep this structure in your back pocket. Until next time, keep learning, keep moving, and stay focused.